everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa and I'm the owner of seasonandserveblog.com. Now I know I start off every video saying I'm super excited to be here, but today I am over the moon excited because we are kicking off our holiday series here on my channel. So for our first video in our holiday series, we are going to be decorating the front sitting room of our house, and in this room we are putting up a tree, and I decided to go with a winter wonderland theme for this room. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you some of the decorations that I bought to achieve this theme, and I'll also be giving you some pointers on how to generally decorate a Christmas tree. But before we get into today's video, I have a question for you guys. I want to know how you're decorating your Christmas tree this year and what style you're going for. I'm really curious to see whether you're going for a more traditional look, something more modern, something really glam, or something super sleek and Scandinavian. Let me know in the comments below. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so you can see the rest of the holiday videos that are coming up. Now I've been waiting 10 months for this and I'm so excited, so let me show you the decorations that I bought this year, and then we'll get into decorating the Christmas tree. Let's go! Okay, so to achieve this rustic winter wonderland theme, I'm going for really general colors of light gold, silver, and white. And then I'm also bringing in that woodland theme with little animals and wooden pieces as well. Now while this color palette is looking amazing on its own, I wanted to add a bit of edge to my decor. So I'm going to add these nice little emerald green ornaments that I got from the dollar store. They're the shatterproof ones, super cheap. They were $1.25 for 6. So I have 2 boxes of those. And then, this might be controversial, but I'm gonna put black ornaments on my Christmas tree. And I couldn't for the life of me find black ornaments in the store because it's pretty uncommon to be doing this, but I just basically took some shatterproof ornaments and spray painted them black with a matte spray paint, and they turned out beautiful, and I think it'll add a nice little bit of edge to the tree and make it a little bit unexpected. So we're gonna try that and see how it looks this year. Then I also have 2 spools of ribbon here. I have a silver one and a gold one. I'm not sure if the gold will be a little bit too warm with all my ornaments, so I picked up a silver one just in case, if I don't like what it looks like. But we're gonna try for gold first, and then if we don't like it, we'll put the silver on. And then I picked up a bunch of picks from Michael's this year. And again, I've never put picks on my Christmas tree, but I've seen it like everywhere, and I really wanted to try it. So I have this nice frosted branch looking pick. These were actually pretty expensive. They were $14 each at Michael's, but Michael's always has the buy one get one free coupon. So I did that and I bought 4 of them. So still kind of expensive, but I think the quality of them is super nice and they just look beautiful. So we'll see how those look on the tree. I also picked up these little berry picks from Michael's. These are a bit cheaper. They were $3 each, and again, they were buy one get one free. So I have a bunch of those, and I think it adds a nice natural element to the tree. And then finally, I picked up these really large picks from Michael's. These were the most expensive. They were $16 each. The quality of these is actually amazing. So I think it was definitely worth the price. I'm thinking the pick alone might be a little too long, so I might actually cut the pick in half using some wire cutters, but we'll see how it looks, and if I have to cut it up, I will. And then of course I have my tree skirt, and this is just like a faux fur sort of tree skirt that I got from Amazon. And then I also have my garland here, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with this guy as one of my tips for decorating the Christmas tree. So hang tight and I'll show you what to do with that. Then I also forgot to show you guys down here, I have a box of some Christmas ornaments in the sort of color palette I'm going for. So if I have any extra spaces I need to fill, I will use some of these. And that is all of the decorations for this year. It's looking pretty good. This is like a nice peaceful side, and then it gets a little bit edgy. I kind of like that. So now let's get some of this stuff out of the way and we'll bring in the Christmas tree. So before we begin decorating, my first step is to actually decide where you want to put your Christmas tree. Now for us, I was thinking of putting it right in the center of our front window, but I think it blocks too much of the natural light, and this time of year we need all the light that we can get. So my plan for this year is to actually place it over here in the corner, and we're just gonna move our stereo system out of the way and slightly move our beautiful green chair out of the way. and just pop the tree right in that corner so you can still see it from the street and it is not blocking any light. Okay, so now that we know where we're going to put our Christmas tree, we can go ahead and assemble it. And obviously this is if you're using an artificial tree, and that is sort of my preference for Christmas trees because I kind of feel bad cutting down a Christmas tree. I know a lot of people like it for the smell and just the realness of it, but I think artificial trees are a great alternative. They are a bit of an investment up front, but if you take really good care of them, you can have them for like 20 plus years and you can save 20 trees. So I go for the artificial trees, but you can do whatever you want. So if you do have an artificial tree, now it is time to assemble it. So for the next step, we want to go ahead and fluff out all the branches on our tree because right now our tree is looking a little smushed from being in the box for however long. So basically to do this, and ideally you want to have long sleeves on for this because artificial trees can be super scratchy, but all you want to do is just fluff out all the branches and sort of just make them look real, like a real coniferous tree. So I like to do this and I like to fill in all the little gaps and holes that you can kind of see, like over here. There's a little bit of a hole, so I pull the branches down into that space just to make it look more full and to sort of camouflage all the wires and connecting pieces and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and I'll be back with the next step. So on to step 4. Once you have all your branches fluffed out, you want to take a step back and look at your Christmas tree. And if you notice that there are some gaps in your tree, even after you fluffed out your branches, there is an easy way to fix that. So this is more of a common issue with the lower end artificial trees. Our tree actually happens to be like a mid-range artificial tree, but there's still lots of gaps and you don't want to see any gaps through your tree because it looks kind of weird. So I have a very easy hack to fix that. So I bought this garland from the dollar store. It was $3 and you can see it's not the best quality garland. It's pretty sparse, but it matches the color of my tree and I can use it to sort of fill in these gaps. So what you want to do is sort of stuff the garland into your tree where you see those gaps and sort of fluff out these branches as well to cover and fill all those holes. So it does take a little bit of work, and again, long sleeves is really important, but I will tell you this hack is amazing and your tree will look 100% better. And look at that, the bottom got totally filled up and you can't even tell the difference between the garland and the actual tree. So I'm gonna add another strand sort of in this section here to fill in these gaps, and I'll be right back. So step 5 is to add lights to your tree. Now our tree is actually already pre-lit, but I always like to add more just so that the tree really glows. So I'm going to be adding another set of 100 lights, and this is about 6 meters, and I find that this length really works perfectly for us. So I'm going to add those, and then we're also going to add this foot stomper to the electrical circuit so we don't have to bend over the couch to get to our electrical outlet to turn the tree on. We can just step on this and the whole tree will turn on and off. So let's get to doing that and we'll get on to the next step. step 6 is to add your ribbon to the tree if you're adding ribbon. And I've never actually added ribbon to my Christmas tree. This is gonna be the first time. So we're gonna see how this goes, but I did do a lot of research online and I found that there's lots of ways you can put ribbon on your tree. So a lot of the times people just cut lengths of ribbon and just sort of like nestle it into the branches. But I think this year I wanna slightly curl the ribbon. And what you need to do that is a wire ribbon. So like the edges here have wire in it so it can keep its shape. So what you do basically is hold the ribbon in your hand and then just wrap it around. So now when you let go, you'll have a nice curl to your ribbon. Look at that, it matches my hair. So now all you want to do is just nestle the ribbon into the Christmas tree and just tuck it into the branches to hold it in place. And I'm gonna finish up doing the ribbon and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. And then we're on to step 7. So step 7 is definitely the most fun step, and it's now time to hang up your ornaments. Now, there isn't really a lot of rules to doing this. However, one tip that I picked up from Rebecca from Ropes and Design, who is like my design hero basically, is to actually put smaller ornaments like this near the top of the tree and larger ones like this closer to the bottom. Up at the top of the tree there's less space, so smaller ornaments really fill in and balance the tree really well, whereas near the bottom there's a lot more space and the larger ornaments can go down there. Now let's get into hanging up all of our ornaments. So for step 8, you want to go ahead and add your picks to your tree. Now I like the tree just how it is now, but I think adding the little picks in just to fill in those like little extra gaps or those spaces where there aren't enough ornaments will really bring the tree to life. So you don't have to put all your picks on obviously that you bought, just sort of play around with it and have fun. So let me add the picks and then we'll be back for our final steps. For step 9, once you've completed your tree and you've added all of your decorations and picks, you want to go ahead and give it a good vacuum. I am completely covered in glitter and I'm not sad about that, but my carpet and my floor and my chairs are not looking good. So we're going to give this a quick vacuum before coming to step 10. Oh, hello. So step 10 is to add your tree skirt. And here I just have this nice faux fur tree skirt that I'm going to add. And you basically want to have a tree skirt to cover this metal base of the Christmas tree because it's not that pretty to look at. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this around, but typically whenever you put a tree skirt on, it does look really flat and not that pretty, especially if you don't have presents underneath it yet. So my little trick for that is to stuff little crumpled up pieces of newspaper underneath the tree skirt to really lift it up and make it look like it's really voluminous. So let me do that. So finally, step 11 is to pull everything together and add your tree topper. Now I like to have a tree topper that kind of goes with the color scheme, so I have this really nice light gold one. And once you put the tree topper on the tree, you're done. You just have to plug your tree in and enjoy all of your work. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys really liked how my Christmas tree turned out, and I hope that I gave you a little bit of inspiration to do this winter wonderland theme in your home this Christmas. So again, if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so that you can see the rest of the holiday videos that are coming up. There are going to be some awesome ones and you definitely don't want to miss it. That is it for today. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!